Well, the ACU Wildcats are about 1 hour away from tipping off against the Kentucky Wildcats in Jacksonville, Florida. Good afternoon. I'm Kathleen Barkley.
And I'm David Bacon. Thank you for joining us for First at 5.
This is a VCH Sports Wildcat Report from Jacksonville, Florida.
We head straight to the court where BCH reporter Dusty Baker is live.
That's right, Dusty. All eyes in Abilene and really across the nation on this game today. It's gained some national attention. And Dusty, you've been keeping up with PJ Washington from Kentucky, who's in that walking boot, and he is out for today. So what does this mean for ACU?
Yeah, that's right, Kathleen. Well, first of all, with this huge crowd behind me, you could tell there's a lot of blue here, so definitely a lot of support for Kentucky like we had assumed it would be. Now, for PJ Washington specifically, he has been ruled out for this game, which is a huge deal. He averaged 14.4 points per game. Now, according to ESPN, in terms of the odds, they were favored in favor of Kentucky, of course, by 22 points, and that has only dropped to 20.5. So they, of course, don't believe that this was that big of a deal in terms of the fact they think Kentucky has enough depth to get over the hump. But this is a huge injury for Kentucky regardless. The sophomore is their stud, and now he's officially ruled out, and he is in a walking cast at this time.
Okay, Dusty, what is your prediction for tonight's ball game there in Jacksonville?
Well, David, first of all, I have to say, watching what ACU was able to do on the court yesterday, just being loose and shooting it around and not having any issues with depth perception, those were my main points of takeaways from their practice. They looked loose out there for sure, but they're going to face a very difficult team in Kentucky in terms of speed and size, and even without PJ, it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to try and combat even the depth that they have. My prediction is that in the first quarter, we're going to see a score around 40 to 32 in that range, an 8-point range in favor of Kentucky. But I bet in the second half here, Kentucky has the depth to pull away. However, I think ACU is going to give them a run for their money early on. And the real question here is, can they hold on in the second half?
All right, Dusty, and it looks like you're doing great out there. Big crowd, excited to watch ACU play. So thanks for all your work out there.
Hey, thanks, Kathleen. It's a very loud crowd out here, to say the least. You've noticed some of the fans behind me as well. There's a lot of blue. It's going to be a rough environment, but for ACU, this is a national stage, and they're going to take advantage of it. Reporting in Jacksonville for BigCountryHomepage.com Sports, I'm Dusty Baker. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you very much, Stacey. Now, we're going to stay on the ACU front now.